All right, everybody, we are back. My name's Clint. Welcome to The Perfect Walk. We're in Ozu, and we're going to walk down the street and then hang a right towards the river to the Hijikawa Bridge, and then check out this whole thing. Let's do it. Let's get lost. We'll go in this general direction here and check out this town. I don't know much about this town other than I was nearby. Ozu Castle. There's a castle. I wonder if it's a still standing kind of castle. This looks like a cool small town. Let's check it out. We were just in Matsuyama, and I looked at what small towns looked interesting nearby. This one caught my eye, so we're here. Never heard of this place before. Ozu. Looks like a pretty small town. My kind of place. I'm not sure what we'll see here. I do know there's a river. We saw it on the map. And I saw a Meiji-era street marked on the map. So that's the direction we're headed in. Maybe a little old town area. Can't be too far. This is not a big place. Far from the maddening crowds of Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto. Definitely a different side of Japan, and one that I could certainly get used to. Do 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 do. There were some bike rentals back there too. So if you're not like me and you don't want to walk everywhere, looks like there were some bike rentals. Look at this place. Pretty cool. Some condos, old apartments. This is the second cool looking cafe I've seen. Coffee culture in Japan is strong. Look at that building. It's got like this broken off concrete section. That's pretty darn cool. I like that. Yeah, little coffee place, hair salon. All right, pretty nice. And the local Kumon Learning Center. All right. I think We'll go right up here in a couple of blocks. This looks kind of interesting. Let's go now. We probably should have waited a block or two, but this looked cool. A lot of old shops. Lots of evidence of some pretty sleepy construction. That up there says Fujita Records Shop. Oh, this is great. So classic. Karaoke house. There's lots of businesses, but not a lot of people. It is noon on a Friday, in case you're wondering. Yeah. We'll walk down to the main street now. A little bit busier than that side street, potentially. City Hall. Populo Uzo. Must be a pachinko place. Quite a little hike. Further than I thought from the station, but whatever. I'm sure we're getting somewhere. As long as we keep walking, we will eventually get to a place. It's been my theory for years. This looks like a pretty intentional sidewalk here. Meaning that they expected people to walk in larger numbers, or do see it at times, so I'm thinking this is the tourist route. There's some signs. Straight ahead, 1 kilometer. I can live with that. How about y'all? Sound good? We've only been going about 15 minutes so far. It just dropped about 2 degrees. So I'd say we're near water. Look at the construction in that wall as it falls apart. You got bamboo in there. Amazing. I bet this bridge is over the river. You remember seeing the river on the map when we first started? I think we cross the river and then hang a left, if memory serves me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This is the bridge, began with an H, over the river, began with an H. I hope it's a pretty mountain river with rocks in it. I always like that in Japan. It'll remind me of Gifu, which is still my favorite part of Japan. Bigger river than I thought, to be honest. Oh wow, yeah. Look at that. That is pretty. And look at the castle over there on top of the hill. Can you see it? Pretty cool. Right on the river bend. Kind of a pebbly riverbank. The built-up retaining wall down here must flood occasionally without that. And then it goes up here around the bend next to this mountain. Very pretty. Now I'm not sure if the stuff to see is down here at the base of the castle or tucked in over here in this river bend. So we'll see if we can get some signs up here. But for now, take in that view. Very, very cool. A little windy up here. Lots of fish in the river too. Not sure what kind those are, but they're big enough for me to see. I'm not going to stick my phone over the edge real quick to show you, but you'll have to trust me. Which way will we go? Which way will we go? Over to the castle. I've already seen a castle today. Can you see too many castles? I kind of want to rock around an old neighborhood. That's what I'm here for. I think this town can deliver. But we'll see. If I were a betting man, I'd say that the two are connected, that the shopping street is built up around the castle. Let's see, do I dive right here? Or do I hold off a street and dive right? We'll take a peek. See what it looks like. Oh, left looks very interesting. Yeah, it's left. Left is where the action is. Woo, close one. Can't wait to see. Let's do it. The street lights are a dead giveaway, in addition to the amazing architecture. Okay, cars are allowed on this street, so I'll be a little careful. But how about this? So pretty. We'll switch to camera one. I don't know how much is going to be open today, but man, do I love the look of it. I bet it's mainly open on the weekends now. That place is open. There we go. Seamstress for kimonos. Okay. There's some stuff open. A beer garden. Oh, I love this street. I truly hope y'all are enjoying as well. Little park here. Another street down there, so we can wander around a little bit here. Go down the street and then another one. Got a hotel straight down at the end of the street. Pretty cool. So a really neat building over that way. I'm gonna try and take a left here and check it out, and then we'll come back and take a right. Cool little coffee stand. It would be great, a little bookstore coffee shop here. How cool would that be? parking lot in River Park. This looked like the craft brewery over here, so I just wanted to see it really quick. Looked interesting. Like a cool building. Yeah, look how cool this place looks. It's a bakery and a brewery. Should we check out the bakery? I'm just not hungry yet. I'm just not hungry. I like to reward cool places like that with my business. I'm just not hungry. Next time. You all, when you come here, go to the bakery. I ate at like 11:30. Bummer. Bummer. Let's keep exploring. This walk is probably going to be over our standard 30-minute length. Look how cool that looks down there. I love this. All right, that street to the right is where we came down. And here's the little hotel and coffee shop. I wonder what Garyu Cottage is. There's a lot of signs for Garyu Cottage. This street looks cool. Check it out. I think everywhere that has this type of paving is the historic neighborhood and zone. Garyu Cottage is this way, so I guess we'll find out. Maybe an old home, a historic home. Of course, that's what it sounds like. Totally charming. This feels old in a really authentic way. Not like museum old. This is how I spent some time in West Virginia for a while. Eastern Kentucky kind of feels like this. Old and no need to update it. Because it does just fine. No need for everything to be shiny and new. The roof isn't leaking, we don't need to replace it kind of feel. There are some newer houses mixed in, but definitely some older properties. Okay, the sign for the cottage is up here. It looks like there's a little pocket park up here too. You know what there haven't been? Convenience stores. It just occurred to me. Huh. Huh. That's wild. Here's the edge of the flood wall here. And you can see the river snaking along the edge of the town. Looks like you can go down here. Palm trees. We are pretty far south. And this is Garyu Cottage. Let's see if we can figure out what that means and what that is and why it's significant. Kanbei Watanabe's remains. Huh. Okay, 1562, cottage built. Interesting. This is surely not free entrance. Nothing's free. I don't really necessarily need to go see this home, in that I don't know who this person was. But we'll see what we can see for free. From here onwards, there is a fee. Yep. All right, well, there is a fee, and I don't feel like paying it. So, we'll keep walking. Beautiful place, though. Hi. Not sure what's up there, but I don't really feel like climbing a mountain today. So we'll go back to that street I wanted to see. I bet there's a view. Pay with QR. Do, 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 do. Well, you know what, everybody? I think that's enough for a walk today. I'm gonna take a break, head back to that Coke machine, hydrate. But everybody, thanks as always for the love and support. See you next time. Bye for now.